Hey guys, welcome back in. Going to continue some more No Man's Sky. Alright, so I think I'll do a quick run through the Space Device Farm. Maybe do some story stuff, a little bit of warping around, some exploration, all that good stuff. Just picking up right where I left off. I wasn't able to get on earlier, so... one thing I do want to check on my exosuit's full of junk. Alright, let's try to condense some of this stuff down. Alright, go sell off a few things. Let's see what that suspicious package is. No idea what it just gave me. Oh, repair code. Okay. So what do I actually have for room here? Wow. I ate through a lot of stuff doing that project, didn't I? Up here, I guess. What I'm trying to do is just kind of group things up. That way I can easily see what I actually have and what I don't have. Let's just move these down here. Okay, so we got 6 12. Okay, so I'm gonna do something a little bit different than I normally do with this. I'm actually going to attempt to use my ship to hold all the gases. For this yellow ship. Okay, it's empty. What do I have for slots in that? 29 slots, so I should have enough. I need at least 24 slots, so I'm gonna switch to that ship and run around, grab my gases, and just toss them in that ship. Typically, I would put them in my storage container and then drag them out, but putting them in my ship right now will actually make the process a little bit quicker. Alright, so I'll go over here, get this one out of the way first. Because you do need a good amount of inventory space, and I figure it's just easier instead of having to kind of go back and forth to my storage to pull out gas. So yeah, I think I could fit it all in my backpack, but I do need to keep slots open, so. Alright. Well, what I'm gonna do is, with my gas, I'm gonna just put it directly into my ship. And my mineral, I'm just gonna, oh. Okay, I only actually need 800 of this, so I'm just gonna take the 806, I guess. Put that in my Exos. Actually, let me get closer to 1,000, that way I have a little bit extra. Okay. Yeah, just do that. That way it's gonna take up 2 slots anyway, so let's put that in my Exo suit. Alright, and go to the next base. Now I will have to refine up some condensed carbon and ionized cobalt. I think I might have enough of those already refined. The ionized cobalt I'm not sure of. But the condensed carbon I should be good on. But kind of, I just want to show you guys the steps to go through for this. So I'm just going to put that in my ship. Again, I'm only going to take like 1,000 of this. Alright. Do that. Now go to my third base. Okay, I do have cobalt here. I think I will swing by that cobalt farm too. I know I have enough cobalt now. Yeah, I should have enough regular cobalt. Let's go grab this third base. Yeah, because what I'm gonna need, I'm gonna need 4,800 condensed carbon and 2,400 ionized cobalt to do everything. So I want to make sure when I do refine this stuff, I just want to make sure I have 10 stacks of condensed carbon and 5 stacks of ionized cobalt. That way I know I have enough. Alright, so my phosphorus. Put that in there. My sulfurine, I have actually a little bit extra sulfurine, but that's okay. Just put that in my ship. Now, if I look at my ship, yeah, I'd rather have it in here because in my backpack I can only hold 500, so I would end up using up, what's that, a lot more slots, like 40 something slots. So okay, and I think I will run over and grab some cobalt. That way I can just show the whole loop. Yeah, because typically at one of these you would have some carbon planters, but I already have way too much carbon as it is, so I didn't bother putting any planters at this base. But typically you want to get at least, you know, at least a couple hundred carbon because you're going to be using oxygen to expand it. So I might not even bother doing the condensed carbon because I know I have a lot of it. So I'll just kind of speed things up a little. So I'm just going to grab this cobalt and just stick it in my storage container for now. Ammonia I don't need, so we'll go over to our plant base now. Let's see here. Head over there. Go get our living glass and all that good stuff put together now. It seems like these warping times are getting longer and longer. I do have to go back to those bases I just visited though and kind of clean that stuff up. Those silos should only have 1,250 in them. I was making extra so that I would have it to make plants, so I don't have to do that anymore. Alright, so we're here. We have our ship and everything, so just start off at the bottom one. It's going to be, I believe, living glass. So just go in, harvest everything. And with the way these biodomes are, I'm getting 2 biodomes at once, so I don't have to harvest the ones up top. It should give me exactly what I need for 16 living glass. I do this in a certain order because, well, actually I'll show you guys when I get to the crafting menu. Alright, so that should be all my plants. Now if I look in here, you know, it doesn't take long to fill up your inventory, so what I do is I craft everything right from here. Let me go down to my stasis device. and actually just show you guys the full menu for it, if I can find it. Alright, so if I look at the whole thing, all I'm going to do here is make my living glass. Or is it circuit boards? Circuit boards I'm making down here. See, you need frost crystal to make circuit boards as well as living glass. You see how you use frost crystal to make your heat capacitor? So what you want to do is you want to craft your circuit board. You don't want to grab everything at once because it's really easy to craft one extra heat capacitor or one extra piece of glass to throw off your counts. So I'm going to just go in. I'm going to do these separately. What I'm going to do is come down here. And I'm going to start with circuit boards. Alright, so I'm going to go into these crafting steps. All I'm going to do is make 16 of each of these. And, like, I'm still hitting a key. I can't craft anymore, so I have exactly 16. And do the same thing with the polyfiber. And circuit board, for some reason, the last step you always have to craft on its own. So I'm just going to do 16 of these. And I'm just going to move these down so they're out of the way. There's our circuit boards. I'll go up a level. I'll just do the same thing. You can use the stasis device menu to do it too. I brought that up just to show you guys how easy it is to screw up on the frost crystal. I say that from experience because I've done it. It makes me mad every time I do it. So. The old system, it was really easy to do because you didn't have like a visual way to see everything, so it made things a lot quicker now. Alright. So actually, if I do go in there now, and if I do go to the stasis device one, you would just use this menu instead. So I'm just gonna, actually, if I go in here, why is that saying I can't make, yeah, I can make cross crystal. I don't know why it was grayed out there, threw me off. So 110 glass, I think that says, 16 of that, so I should be able to make 16 living glass. Actually, I actually made too much glass. I forgot that I had some glass down at the bottom. So, yeah, there's that 30 glass from earlier. Just move this down here so it's out of the way. And typically that would be it for stasis devices, but I do have the liquid explosive here, so I'm going to get that one out of the way as well. Okay, this is a really good craftable item that you can do early in the game, because it just takes plants. Actually, all of these products only take plants, and they do sell for a good amount. You run into the same problem though. You're waiting on a timer to make them, which kind of stinks. And so I'm gonna actually just craft these here as well. So let's go down here, find my liquid explosive. I always have trouble finding this stuff sometimes. I kind of wish they were in alphabetical order. Alright, so crafting steps, we're going to make 16 of these. 16. toss these down here. Alright, so that's all set. Now we'll go back down. We'll go over to our mixing base. There's a kind of a certain way to do this next step. Kind of walk through it. Okay. Actually, what I do want to do, I'm just going to toss that liquid explosive in my ship, so it frees up a couple slots. Let me put this in my storage container. Okay. Oh yeah, I want that. This. Actually, let me grab out this oxygen too, because I might need it. Actually, I should be putting this stuff down here, make it quicker to get to it. Alright, so I'm not sure exactly how much of this I'm gonna need. Where's my regular carbon? Okay. I'm gonna take half a stack of that. I'm gonna have like 5 refiners going, I think. So I'm just gonna put 100 in each refiner. And actually do the same thing with this. Actually, I'm not going to have to do as much of the cobalt. Let me just combine those two together. There we go. Move these up top. Now, I'm not sure exactly how much oxygen I'm going to need. I'm just going to grab 1,000 of that. Alright. What I want to do is I want to go 100 carbon. This is why I like to try to put the stuff all the way at the bottom. So 100 carbon in each of these. I'm just going to get them loaded up. Actually, let me just go ahead and do the oxygen. Yeah, as you see, that'll make 250 because it's a 2 to 5 ratio. You do that for your first step, and I'm just going to do that in all 5 of these. See, typically I portion these out ahead of time, so it's not, just make things a little bit easier. Right. I'll do that for, oh, I've already got some in here. I wish we could split these a little bit different sometimes. I went right past the oxygen. There we go. I still have to split it way down. Alright. One more over here. Oh, I only have carbon in all of these. Let's get that oxygen done first. Alright, and I'm going to end up doing the same thing with the ionized cobalt. Let's just get these going. So I want to end up with 10 stacks of condensed carbon, 5 stacks of ionized cobalt. Now I'll start doing the ionized cobalt. I just heard my refiner finish. Second one just finished. Third one just finished. So I mean, it goes pretty quick. It's just getting everything set up that kind of takes a while. Get this one split. Alright. Now what I'm going to do is take that 250 and mix it with 250 of oxygen. Set it going. I mean, this is how you can make just a ton of carbon really easily and quick. I think it went down to, what, 37 seconds, I think, for the second run. I'm not sure how many runs you have to do for it. It all depends on how many refiners you have going. But I can never keep up with them, that's how quick they go. Just keep feeding it oxygen. Actually, let me take a look at my oxygen. I'm getting a bunch of, like, partial stacks now. Alright, so I am gonna grab... Pretty sure that was probably gonna be enough oxygen, but you just pull some out now, so just in case I do run short. Now we're going to start profiting off these, so take it, throw it right in your suit. This is just why oxygen is such a powerful resource to have. Especially like early in the game, just for making carbon. It's really great. The same thing with ionized cobalt for batteries, or salt and chlorine to make money, or salt and oxygen makes chlorine. Just tons of money from that. I can see this is already done. Keep right on going. I'm pretty sure I'll have everything I need just in this last run. I'll actually have too much, but I can always use it. Yeah, it seems like 8 is like the magic number for this. Because by the time you get all the refiners going, you're ready to pick everything up and refill it. Oops. I want to make more carbon. Want to take a quick peek, make sure. Let's just expand this out so I can see what I'm looking at. Actually, I probably would need to do one more thing of carbon, it looks like. Yeah, because normally I have these set up a little bit differently, so I'm kind of winging this. Let's get that one going. I just realized I actually took this from the wrong spot. I want to make sure I keep some condensed carbon on me. This stuff's just getting in my way. Alright, make sure I have 5 stacks of ionized. I've got plenty of ionized cobalt, so I should be good there. This one out. Let's just pull these down because I know I have enough. Actually, let's get this one going too. I want to try to make sure I keep enough on me before I decide to go build something and come to find out I don't have enough stuff. Okay. I thought I had like an extra thing of carbon. Maybe not. Alright. I'll double check here. Okay, so we got our 10 stacks of that, 10 of that. Let's move this up here. Alright. So you do want to make sure you leave yourself some slots here. Get this out. Get that out. It's that extra 125 that's left over that's screwing me up. Typically I think I use 8 refiners to do the condensed carbon. And 2 of the ionized cobalt, I think. I think that's what's screwing me up. Alright, so we have everything. Does my ship have... Okay, I should be close enough. Alright, oh, go to our stasis devices. go to the crafting menu. Now we know we already have our circuit boards and our living glass because they're already highlighted. So everything that's highlighted, we're just going to make 16 of. And you do want to kind of be a little bit careful here. You know, when you get to like 12 of them crafted, just kind of slow down. Because I think sometimes, especially like this stuff here, because I did grab extra resources, so you can actually make too many of them. So you just want to kind of be a little bit careful. Kind of keep an eye on it when you're crafting. So we got 16 of that. Oh, see, like I made one too many there. Hopefully it doesn't mess me up. So I just make my way up, you know, until I can't go any higher, then go over to the next item. Not let me take radon. Maybe if I sit in my ship. Yeah, I got plenty of radon right here. Alright, let's try this again. Find it. Yeah, it's saying I have no radon. Alright, try this differently. Try crafting it in my ship. I've never ran into this issue before. Yeah, it's still saying I have 0 radon. What the heck? Like 8,000 right here. Don't tell me this is gonna start being an issue. Well, this isn't good. Maybe it's because I have more than... Oh! I'm a moron. I was trying to craft radon. Let's get all this radon out of here. I was wondering why he kept saying I had 0. I actually have so much that the game's not registering it. Alright, let's go back inside. Alright, let's do this a different way, the right way. Yeah, I'm sitting there going, why can't I craft that? Alright, so we're going to craft 16 of these. And 16 superconductors. Then 16 of the processors. Alright, so that's all set. Now if I look at my inventory, I have a bunch of room now because I'm making the highest thing, you know. I did actually craft 1 extra of those by mistake. This is why it's good to have like exact numbers. You can accidentally craft things. Alright, and so that's all set. We know our living glass is all set. Now we've got more enriched carbon over here, which we actually did make some over here, didn't we? Yeah, some right here. So we're gonna go make 16 of this. 16 nitrogen salt. 16 hot ice. Alright, and now right on to our next thing. We're going to make 16 of these. 16 cryo pumps. 16 chambers. Alright, so that's a bulk of it done right there. Now we just have these yellow items, so 16 of each. And 16 iridescite. Alright, so that brings us, like, we already used stuff, that living glass and stuff that was already in our backpack. So now our backpack is pretty much empty. So go back to our stasis devices. And again, you're gonna go and craft one of them, and they kick you back to here for some reason. I kind of wish they wouldn't do that, but go ahead and make your 16 stasis devices. Okay, so I am missing something here. I'm missing... What am I missing? Quantum processor. Let's see if I can make up one more of those. Okay, so yeah, I had one extra of that superconductor, so I accidentally only made 15 of those. Oh. Okay, so yeah, there's our 16. And the rest of this stuff, put in my storage container. Okay, and you see those go for, yeah, 15.6 a piece. So it does add up quite a bit. Yeah, so we get 156, whatever that is. Let's just take a quick total here. Okay, so $250 million, you know, well, a little bit under 241. So it's some quick cash. I'm just going to toss it in my ship for now. And what I'll do is I'll just stack up a bunch of these and just sell off, you know, a bunch all at once. So in between that and actually, let's see what I would get for this liquid explosive. Yeah, of course the price is going to change too, so that's going to be, you know, like 11.5 million for that. And my nip I've been getting right around 6 million, between 6 and 7 million for that each time. That I can get every 4 hours too. So okay, let's go grab that nip now. I'll stick that right in my ship as well. You know, yeah, let's just go sell everything. I think I can get all this in my ship. So pretty much for a batch of the stasis devices, you can pretty much pay for two slots in another S-class ship, because those are right around 75 million. So, all right, and can I get all this in my ship? Should be able to. Alright, so let's go find ourselves. Well, I I typically aim for like a wealthy system. Okay, an opulent system like this. Is that trying to remember which one this is. We'll just go here, I guess. Yeah, I always try to sell in a wealthy system when I'm doing stuff like this. It does make a little bit of a difference. You just want to make sure you get a decent price for stuff. You want to try to do your whole sale at once too, so you get the maximum amount you can, because the price does drop down. While I'm here though, I'm gonna grab some metal plating. Just grab like 30 for now. Not sure exactly how much I have on me. I shouldn't need any of that stuff. Alright, we'll just wait for somebody to show up. Try to get this stuff kind of in order a little bit. Extra ionized cobalt that I'm not put away. A little bit of this. Alright. See if we can get rid of all this stuff with this guy. Alright, so we're starting at just shy of 241. Just go to my ship inventory. And alright, so right now he's actually at negative 3%. I don't know if that's going to change with these guys. Yeah, negative 3. You know, I'm just going to take the hit right now because I just want to get rid of it. Let's just go get rid of all that. So that brought us up to 508, almost 509. So did make a little bit of money there. Not too bad. But what I want to do actually is just swap my ship before I forget about it. And just do a quick save. Alright, so that's all set, and while I'm here I just want to check with the mission guy, see if he's got anything I can do. Sentinel Quad, yeah, I'm not going to bother with that for credits. We're trying to avoid getting into like 3-star Sentinel battles. I don't like breaking stuff. Okay, so this guy's almost totally unlocked. It takes quite a while to get this last one unlocked, though. Need a lot of donations. Okay, so I think what I want to do is run around and get the rest of my, well, get some of my drop pods done. I only need one more tech slot. So, let's abandon that. I think go start doing the story stuff and unlock some drop pods along the way. Actually, let's go over to this system. Might as well grab my gold and silver while I'm here. Start working on some of the story stuff. I don't have too long to be on tonight either. I'm still trying to clean up after that storm over the weekend. Still have to make a path out to my oil and kind of clear out some stuff outside, but snow freaking everywhere. All I'm going to do is just toss this stuff right in my storage container for now, sort it out back at my base. Alright. And head over to my mission marker, which I believe is on a different planet. I'll get over there and see if we can get in drop pods. Gamma planet. Actually, what color is this system? Okay, it's a blue system, so I can't bring my freighter in. I think I have a few things in the system that are already marked. But I did try to look for ships, so I think I have like some crash freighter sites and stuff already marked. I'm pretty sure this is the building I'm looking for. So go ahead and find a drop pod while we're here. Alright. That's that done. Need to get sentinel kills for a couple missions, so get in a few of these. Where is that? There he is. Healer. Let's get in here. Looking for that pod. Oh, that's what I'm trying to avoid. Start breaking stuff. We're just gonna let them just count down. Yeah, that's the thing with those quads, they go invisible and they start getting healed. They can shoot you through walls though, so you want to kind of keep an eye out for that. That's why I'm not going into my menu to fix that broken task. Just let them count down. Okay, it should be good. Jump in here. Get this fixed up. I wasn't expecting a quad to be out there right away. Grab our drop pod. I hate this planetary interference stuff. It's super annoying. Oh, and I did run in yesterday and I grabbed a bunch of building parts out of the anomaly. And like, I don't know, like 112 salvage data, something like that. So, picked up a bunch of the decorations. Just pop a couple of those charts while we're here. Okay. Try to get a couple of those every now and then. What do I have left here? Oh, underground. I can get one of those underground creatures to show up. I need to start making some nanites too. Yeah, not seeing anything. I'm not gonna waste a bunch of time looking for it. Go do a scan for a ley line and hopefully it sends me to a different planet. Alright, what do we have for a planet here? Activated Indian planet. I think the stuff of the quest line, I think they send it to 3 different locations, I think. Like 3 different types of buildings, if I remember right. Or I might be getting it confused with that one that's early on, too. Alright, how far away is our building? 300 units. I just go into camera mode real quick so I can actually look around. That's gonna be that little island. Yeah, a lot of times if you get a couple 100 units away from the target, you can normally see it from the sky. Now, I think I'm gonna get chased by sentinels here, if I remember right. Typically all I do is just run away for a few seconds. Oh, we got storm crystals here. I just got to avoid them for like 5 seconds. If you jump in your ship and take off, interceptors show up for you. There's 13 creatures here. Let's see if we can spot any here. Thought I was scamming an animal. A quick one over there. Why is that not scanning? Doesn't want me to scan any of that. Is it a land-based creature? Must have been behind the rocks. There we go. A lot of water creatures. What do we have? Okay, so there is one more rare underwater creature. Alright. We're all set down here for now. So do a drop pod and scan for a ley line. Our ley line might be in a different planet. Oh, no, it's over there. Let's grab our... Actually, let's grab the ley line first. Actually, let's not. Let's go grab the drop pod. I'm gonna have to try to find... Have to try to find the building in the middle of a storm. Not always fun to do. The side of a mountain. At least there's a little platform. See if I can grab those storm crystals quickly. Yeah, I don't really like planets like this for storm crystals. They're just difficult to get around to, you know. If you keep trying to jetpack uphill, you just end up wasting a bunch of fuel. Alright, let's get that one unlocked. Let's just scan for another one right away. give that storm a chance to blow over. Yeah, it's just so much easier to find these buildings when you don't have to deal with storms. I'll get a couple of scans in too. And we do have some more storm crystals over there. Yeah, they're a little further away than I like though. Okay, storm's done. Let's go see if we can find that building. I think one of them might end up being a... Whoa. Where'd you come from?
Extreme toxicity detected.
Just out here a little bit. And the storm's done, so go see if we can find this. I think this one might be like a drop pod also. I'm not sure if I'm remembering a different step to this or not. Actually, I think the drop pod's an earlier mission. Oh yeah, we got one of these. Yeah, the drop pod one's a different mission. Yeah, it's actually a pretty cool looking artifact site. That's a lot of planets. I'll do the same thing. Just take off when the sentinels show up. Oh. I was expecting him to attack me. Our next ley line, so actually let's get that one over with too. Got all these markings everywhere now. There it is. Is this a portal? On the left. I think I missed the knowledge stone back there. It dawned on me just as I was taking off. Grab all those and deal with this. Let me just jump in here for a second and check my missions. Okay, Sentinel. I just want to see if I need any more Sentinel kills. Okay, so that's all of those. Okay. I'm just going to ignore that pirate for now. And go grab this drop pod. How many slots do I have? Still got 3 more to finish up that line. And how many maps do I have? 11 maps. Let's grab another one. Yeah, because I've got to be jumping off here shortly. Do one more, and then I think I'm just gonna hit the space station, hand in those missions. I'm gonna still need to grab another drop pod map too. Unless I can just unlock it at a space station actually. Alright. Still trying to just scan stuff. Or nanites or money. So, oh, here's a creature. That's a crash freighter. Let's actually run over to that crash freighter quickly. Maybe I can get some frigate modules out of it. Alright, let's see. Alright, some polyfiber. Not really what I want. That's always good. Some feathers. Oh, that's very good luck on this freighter. Crash freighter. No frigate modules. Actually, you can probably find some on a derelict freighter too. Let's do one more drop pod. Try to get these things out of the way. Okay, there it is. Yeah, it's like they knew I had that prismatic feather the second I took off. One of the guilds actually want those things, and I can never find. I think it's Mercenaries Guild likes prismatic feathers, but I haven't been able to find one yet. All I'm getting are the Explorers Guild. I think I have a couple merchants. Haven't even seen a mercenaries. Alright. That one unlocked. There, that way I only have one more row to go. I've been forgetting to grab this navigation data too, but I've already got quite a bit of it. I don't really need all that much anymore. Get a creature here. I'm getting a good amount of money from my scans now. A building over there. Yeah. I got stuff I have to do. I can't be getting distracted. So head for that space station and end off there, I think. See if we can get to that space station without getting attacked. It's kind of far away. Just jump into here. Yeah, like these pirate transponders, that's a donation item for mercenaries too, so I keep holding on to those. We'll hand in these missions, if there's any new ones to pick up, and all at night. We'll play out in the snow for a little bit. Wouldn't be too bad if it wasn't like 3 degrees outside. It is what it is. Go hand these in. Oh, actually, I got a drop pod chart, so. Alright. Alright, got another one to kill sentinels. If there's anything, actually, let me get rid of those prismatic feathers. Actually, I've got them in my other ship, pretty sure. Yep, 12 of them in there now. They don't sell for much, but I'm pretty sure they want fusion cores too. Just stick that in there too. Same thing with those storm crystals. If that's anything. Yeah. Not really. Just sell off some of that stuff. Actually, sell off a few of these too. Yeah, no, seems like I always have like a stack and a half of them. Alright. So, got a little bit of stuff done. At least we went through that space device farm. Kind of got that, you know, a little trial run of that done. So, a little bit of running around, a little bit of story stuff. So, Yeah, unfortunately, I got to call it early tonight. I got a whole lot of cleanup to do outside, so I appreciate everybody taking the time to check this out, and I will see you next time. Take care.